I look so red. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Anyways, I'm up here getting ready for another night of cut shining in West Texas. This view is drastically different from last time I was up here. Last time I was up here, it was that video where it wouldn't stop raining on me. And now it's a bluebird sky. It's nice and warm though. It's not too cold, I don't think. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Not the best weather, but also shouldn't be too bad considering all the rain we've had recently. So I'm going to go for it and see what all I can find. Feels pretty good out here considering it's bluebird skies, and you know how I feel about that. But it's warm, it's been wet, feels a little humid even, so we're gonna see how we can do. So a little background info on this cut. This is one of the cuts near Alpine, and it is hands down my favorite Alterna locality. Only found one here, and it's probably my favorite snake I've ever found. So while I'm waiting on something to happen, I figured I'd give you all the rundown on what's been going on. By the time this video has been posted, you guys will have seen that over the past 7 or so nights, we managed to turn up 8 gray-banded king snakes, and it's been insanity. And I have not had time to, I have not had a lot of time at least, to sit down and edit and upload, but when I have, I've been doing nothing but that. So my videos are a little bit behind, so I'm probably going to be hammering you guys with videos over the next 2 days or so, because my schedule is relatively empty right now for the first time in forever. So hopefully you guys like Alterna, because there's a lot coming your way in the videos that you guys will have seen by the time you're seeing this. But the main reason that I've been taking so long to upload is because 1, my internet's crappy, and 2, I've been getting home at like 6 a.m. every morning and being exhausted, and then I can't sleep in because I wake up and I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from fighting Alterna. So I just looked up from the cut and saw a snake flying across the road right as those cars drove by. Wow, that is a beautiful little snoring ground snake. He's gorgeous, beautiful red color on the sky. He's never gonna sit still for me to get a better look at him, but that thing is beautiful. Oh, he's lucky he didn't get hit. Seriously, like 4 trucks just went by right as I spotted this thing, but I get this guy to the road. Oh, check this guy out. This is the other species. He's confused by my light. But this is the other species of jeweled scarab we have here in West Texas. The glorious jeweled scarab, I think, is the common name. Cristina gloriosa. As you can see, he might be glorious, but he's not very graceful. He just keeps flying into the pavement. Alright guys, well it is approaching midnight and I still have not seen another snake. And up here in the Davis Mountains, midnight starts to get to where it's around time that I call it a night. It cools off faster here and snake activity seems to die down a lot earlier than everywhere else. But, I mean, I guess it hasn't been awful. I found a snake, so I've got that going for me. What's up guys? It is the first full night of week 27. I guess technically last night was the first night of week 27 being Sunday. But I'll end up probably putting these 2 nights together because last night was kind of slow. But today's Monday of week 27 and I am headed out to shine for the night. So I will keep you guys updated. It's been another day of hot bluebird skies and strange weather here in West Texas. We had a low overnight last night of 50 degrees, and it was 100 degrees today. It was excess of 100 degrees today after being 50 degrees the night before. That's a 50-degree temperature change in 24 hours, which is pretty crazy. The usual game of waiting for it to get dark. This is one of my favorite canyons in West Texas, and it's always good to me. Not 100% of the time, but usually I find something cool here. So, to break up the monotony of hitting the cut that I've been on that's been doing me dirty, I'm going to come back here. This is where Sullivan and I found that beautiful little Davis Mountains Alterna. So, hoping to see another one of those, obviously, but I'll take anything I can get. I'm going to go with a Baird's rat snake for the first snake of the night, because I have not seen one of those yet this year, and it seems kind of weird. So, we will see. Maybe I won't find any snakes tonight. You cannot make this up. You absolutely cannot make this up. You can't make it up. There's a Baird's rat snake sitting right there. What on earth? Oh my goodness. That's one way to do things, I guess. You know what I think my next snake of the night is going to be? An Alterna. That's what I'm going to find next. Alright, it's not even dark yet, but let's get a better look at this guy. He's just chilling. I guess he probably came out of that hole right there and was just starting to crawl around for the night when I found him. But, let's see here. Wow. It's a nice looking little snake. Oh, don't freak out on me. Nice red coloration right there. Really a good looking little Baird's rat snake. Alright, it's getting a little dark outside for natural light, so here's a little bit of a flashlight. Look at this Baird's rat snake I just hiked. These are one of 3 species of rat snake we have here in West Texas, and they're probably the most uncommon of the 3. We have the Great Plains rat snake, which I'd say is number 1, the Trans-Pecos rat snake, and then these guys. Now, these Baird's rat snakes are pretty much primarily found in the hill country region up on the Edwards Plateau of the eastern Trans-Pecos, and then they're isolatedly found in some of the higher mountains out here in West Texas, like the Chisos and the Davises where I am today. In a lot of ways, these guys are pretty similar to our eastern rat snakes we have back home. Much like the eastern rat snakes in Georgia, they can get up to probably around 5 feet long, not quite as big as the ones back home. But this is a small one, probably a small adult. They can get to probably 2 or 3 times this big. So anyways, I'm gonna get some photos of this guy and let him go about his business. Uh-oh, we've got a skunk. I don't want to get sprayed, but I want to get a better look at him for the camera. Oh, look at him go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna leave him alone before I get sprayed. Pretty cool though. Don't see a lot of those guys out hiking around. Usually see them road cruising and I fly past them. But so last night I found exactly 1 snake, and it was at dusk. And tonight, so far, I found exactly 1 snake, and it's still dusk. Does this mean I'm going to find exactly 1 snake 2 nights in a row? Because that would suck. Is this one of those spiders that people tell me to protect my dogs and kids from? I don't have any dogs or kids, but if I did, would I have to protect them from the spider? I'm kidding. I know this is a black widow. I'm goofing. Goofing on people. Good looking spider though. And the same prophecy that brought Noah the Baird's rat snake betrayed him when he was prophesied to find an Alterna next. Looks like I jinxed myself hard when I said my next snake was going to be an Alterna, because I'm not sure there's going to be a next snake. This is my 2nd full pass, 3rd full pass I think actually. I don't remember. And I still have not seen another snake. It's getting close to 11 o'clock, so it might be about time for a strategical reassessment. There's a couple other cuts nearby. Might go hit those real quick and see if anything's up over there. Alright guys, I'm back in town. This weather system is really unusual. We've got, there's basically a giant dust storm going on here in Alpine right now. I think there's probably some weird high pressure stuff going on that's just really not conducive to snake activity, and that could possibly explain the utter lack of snakes. Normally I'd pass it off as me kinda just being unlucky and whatever, but when I was driving through the grasslands on my way home, which is like usually the densest snake population you get in West Texas is in the grasslands. And I saw nothing dead, nothing alive, no toads, nothing. What's up, guys? Today is day number 4 of riding the struggle bus. Spiny lizard. But yeah, it's day number 4 of me not finding hardly anything. And hopefully I can turn that around today, but we're gonna find out. So just to recap, in the last 3 nights prior to tonight, I've seen 2 snakes. Last night I did not see any snakes, so I've already seen more herps tonight than I had last night. I saw 2 bandy geckos all night last night, so hopefully that's a good sign. So this cut I'm on tonight is in a relatively similar area to the cuts I've been on earlier this week, but it's not one that I've hit a lot, and I have not hit it at all yet this year, so maybe things will be different tonight. I see a snake. Wow, that's a big blind snake. Holy crap. Look at that. What on earth? I didn't even know they got that big. Wow. This is genuinely a kind of ridiculous creature. It just looks like a giant worm, like an absolutely massive worm. But it is a snake. It is a blind snake. These guys are pretty well known for feeding on things like termite larvae, ant larvae. Look at this ant here, like what the hell's going on? But anyways, we have 3 species of these guys out here. 2 of them are subspecies technically, but we have 2 subspecies and 1 full species. And I think this is the full species, the Trans-Pecos blind snake. I think I remember reading something about them getting much bigger than the other subspecies. But I will definitely identify this guy, look at the scalation before I release him, and put a positive ID on the little label. But anyways, definitely a cool find, definitely cooler than anything I've found in the last 4 nights otherwise, but this is definitely the coolest thing I've seen in the last 4 nights. But I'm going to photograph this guy so I can get an identification on him later and keep shining. What on earth? The biggest blind snake ever and the tiniest blind snake ever. Look at this thing. He's so tiny. So this is really strange. I go from having not seen any blind snakes all year to seeing 2 on the same cut, and one is huge and one is this little minuscule. Like, I couldn't even prove to you guys that this is a snake. You're just gonna have to take my word for it because he's so small, my camera will never detect his eyeballs. So I'm just gonna let this little thing go and not really bother with photographing it because it's so ridiculously small I don't think I could ever identify it even if I wanted to. But look at that thing, slurped right into a crack. Really weird. I first saw him, he was stuck in a spider web flailing around, and I walked over and he managed to free himself and almost got away. So there's my car, I just parked. I get out, scan my light over here. I almost had a heart attack because I thought it was an Alterna, but rock rattlesnake from a new locality for me. I've never seen one out here. That's freaking awesome. I have now more than doubled my snake total for the last, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 nights. I've now seen 5 snakes total, 3 of which were tonight. So that is freaking awesome. I'm gonna get some pictures of this guy and get a better look at him. All right, guys, here's another look at this beautiful little mottled rock rattlesnake from tonight. I say little, it's actually one of the bigger ones I've ever seen. Well, snakes are definitely moving better tonight. I guess the struggle bus is over for now. It's, you know, nothing ridiculous, but best cut shining night I've had all week for sure. I will take it. And it's still early. It's like not even 10:30, so I'm gonna keep shining and see if I can turn anything else up. All right, guys, next snake of the night is this little diamondback trying to kill himself in traffic. I'm gonna help get this guy out of the road and head to my next cut. Go on, get out of the road. No, don't come back onto the road, go that way. I had to carry this idiot all the way over to the fence because he kept trying to crawl back out into the road. Go on. That's a smart rattlesnake. All right, let's keep moving. All right, guys, here's a ridiculously nice looking crevice spiny lizard just trying to hide in my Chaco that I just shined. Look at this, how orange this thing is. Really nice breeding coloration on this guy. I'm guessing this is probably an adult male. Nice flashy breeding colors to show off for the ladies, but I'm gonna put him back on the cut and keep shining. Alright guys, well the beginning of week 27 started off ridiculously slow. Some of the slowest nights I've had in West Texas in recent memory. But anyways, it gets a little bit better later in the week. I'm going to try to get caught up on video uploading this week, and hopefully I'll be able to keep things, I'll be able to stay ahead of the game a little bit so I don't get behind again for the remainder of the summer. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video even though it was a little bit slow, and things are definitely going to get a little bit better later in the week when I upload the next installment. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.